Okay, so we can say on the basis of this chapter, so some PYQ we are going to solve here. That is the question number first is match the following part of the nephron with their function. Okay, so first question is like we have to match the function with very nicely. Okay, so let's see the descending loop of Henle and PCT and the ascending loop of Henle and the DCT. What are the absolutely function given in their sequence? Okay, so here let's see. It is given in 2019 Odisha. Okay, so A is descending loop of, very simply you can find out the answer if you will match it with the PCT. So PCT is showing what? PCT is actually like the absorption of the ions, water and organic nutrients. So it is the B. Okay, so B with the 4, B4 here as well as in the fourth option. Okay, now the A is the descending loop of Henle. Descending loop of Henle means it was actually giving the water, releasing the water, but absorption of the absorption means the water was permeable but salt was not going out from the descending limb. Okay, so we can say absorption of the water from the descending limb, not because on the basis of the descending limb, but actually the reabsorption of the water by the vasa recta. Okay, by the vasa recta. Okay, in that reference they have given the reabsorption of the water only, but reabsorption of the water not into the loop of Henle itself, but actually reabsorbed by the vasa recta. Actually DCT has released the DCT will release the water molecule, and that water was reabsorbed by the vasa recta. Based on that information they have given the options. Okay, so A should be the 2 here, 2. Okay, then the DCT is what? DCT would be by the vasa recta, reabsorption of the ascending limb is by the vasa recta. It was reabsorbing the salts, means it was, we have seen the descending limb and the ascending limb. From the descending limb water was coming out. Okay, so concentration of the ion was very high in this particles in this loop of Henle. So because of that we can say this is the diluted loop of Henle. But from the ascending loop of Henle, ions was coming outside and the water concentration will be more in the loop of Henle, ascending loop of Henle. So based on that we will call this as a concentrated. Oh sorry, I have given wrong. This would be the concentrated. This is the concentrated. Sorry, this would be the concentrated, and here it would be the diluted. Okay, so water concentration is more, so on the basis of that we will call the loop of Henle. This is the ascending loop of Henle, which would be diluted because of the more water present into it, and the descending loop of Henle is having the concentrated urine because it is releasing the water but having more concentration of the ions, so it will be having the more concentrated urine. Okay, but this ion and the water which is releasing outside, it all will be reabsorbed by the vasa recta here also and into the ascending part also. So based on that they have given the option, right? So it is given like the ascending loop of Henle with the first one. Okay, second one. So ascending loop of Henle will be releasing the water. Okay, and descending limb was reabsorption of the water only from them. Understood? So okay, so this was the question number 11. I will write here question number 11. So how we can match it? The descending limb, let me make it correct like before. So descending limb would be with the reabsorption of the water, and the ascending loop of Henle which is actually with the first one, and PCT we have seen already, fourth, yani ke A2, B4, C1 and D3. D would be with the conditional reabsorption. It is very simple. DCT always shows the conditional reabsorption. So we'll go with the third option. Okay, then the next question is the question number 12. That is match the item with the column 1 and with those of the column 2. There are actually the podocyte, protonephridia, nephridia, renal calculi. So actually podocytes is actually the part of the glomerulus capsule. In that only we have seen podocytes are present. Protonephridia is actually the part of the amphioxus. Okay, so protonephridia would be the amphioxus, and podocytes is actually the filtration slates. Okay, so let's see. This was the Bowman's capsule. In the Bowman's capsule, having to increase the surface area, and there are some finger-like structure which is actually the podocytes. These are the podocyte cells. Okay, in the Bowman's capsule, this is the Bowman's capsule. Okay, so in that only we have seen the podocyte, and over it having the blood capillary arranged like this: afferent, capillary, and then efferent. So this would be the afferent artery, this would be the capillary, and this would be the efferent artery, right? So here there would be the filtration slits are there. These are actually having the sieve-like structure in the gaps. Okay, so if the sieve-like structure means there would be a minor small gaps from which the filtration process can be done. So there is the space or the gaps from which the molecule which was coming in the form of a fluid will come and cross from these pores and will enter into the Bowman's capsule. This process is actually the glomerulus filtration. Okay, so here what is that they are asking? Podocyte is actually into the filtration slates. Okay, and so A should be 4 here and here, and protonephridia is actually the property of amphioxus, as I told. Proto means before the nephron, so before the proto means before and nephridia means nephron. So before the nephron, B would be the 3, B3 given in the fourth option, and nephridia we knows very well, it is the annelida. Okay, it would be into the annelida and renal caliculi, that is the crystallized oxalate. So option number 4. Then next question is question number 13th. Match the items given in the column 1 with those in the column 2 and select the correct option given below. Okay, so ultrafiltration, concentrated urine, transport of the urine and the storage of the urine. As I told you in the previous questions that ultrafiltration, at least I told you about the concentration of the urine. Okay, so concentrated urine or concentration of the urine, in which column we have seen. So ultrafiltration is actually the function for the Malpighian corpuscles, right? The process was actually into the Bowman's capsule and the glomerulus, right, in this part, and togetherly these two are known as the Malpighian corpuscles. Or also known as renal body. Okay, so this is actually happening into the Malpighian corpuscles. Okay, so A should be matched with the fourth one, A4 here. Okay, and B is the concentrated urine. Concentrated urine we have seen into the loop of Henle, right? Concentrated part would be the descending loop of Henle and diluted was the ascending loop of Henle, but actually the concentration was actually more into the loop of Henle only. So we will go with the B1, we will match it with the B. And transport of the urine we have seen into the ureters, and the storage of the urine would be into the urinary bladder. Okay, this is the bag-like structure in which the urine will be stored. So D3 and C2 and B would be the 1. So we'll go with the option number 2. Okay, now let's see the question number 14. The part of the nephron involved in the active reabsorption of the sodium ion means in which part of the nephron, like PCT, DCT, Bowman's capsule, or as well as the Malpighian body, or into the loop of Henle. So in which part the sodium was actually reabsorbing actively? It is not typical, very simple one. We have seen into the PCT part. Into the PCT only we have seen the sodium ion was actually reabsorbing very actively, as well as by using the energy ATP. Okay, So we will go with the first one. DCT will show the conditional reabsorption. It was showing the conditional reabsorption. Okay, and Bowman's capsule not alone, but Bowman's capsule plus the glomerulus capsule together are doing the ultrafiltration. Okay, ultrafiltration or GFR. Okay, then after descending limb of loop of Henle, we have seen it was permeable for the water. It was permeable for water. Okay, so we'll go with the second option. Now let's see the question number 15A. Removal of the PCT from the nephron will result in, if the nephron is having the PCT, then it was doing the reabsorption of the salt and the water. So this is the PCT part. So from here ions, salts, water and glucose ion also, especially we have seen some amino acid was important, that all was reabsorbing from the PCT part only. But if suppose the PCT part itself is removing or damaged, something happens because of the PCT of the nephron is damaged, so what will happen? Okay, so that is what they are asking in the question. So the more diluted urine, because the no absorption would be there, so more secretion of the water and the electrolyte would be there because of the no reabsorption. No reabsorption means more secretion outside, so that would be the more diluted. Then next is the, which of the following does not favor the formation of the large quantities of the diluted urine? That means at ANF. ANF is actually will not do the diluted. It was actually causing the diluted because it is decreasing the blood pressure. Low blood pressure means it will causes the dilution. Okay, and they are asking for the not doing the diluted, not formation of the large quantity of the diluted, means they are asking which one will cause the concentrated urine. That is what they are asking into the question. Okay, so let's see. Alcohol is actually into the liver. We are having some enzymes, urease and the catalase. Okay, we are having some enzyme named as a ureases and the catalases. Okay, they will add the water molecule on alcohol. Okay, on alcohol structure. So because of that alcohol will be releasing in the form of a water, in the form of a urine. Okay, so that is a completely separate thing. Caffeine we have seen already, and renin is actually the vasoconstrictor. It is a vasoconstrictor. Okay, as well as it is increasing the blood pressure. So because of the high blood pressure, it will cause the concentrated urine. Okay, so this would be the answer. That is what they are asking in the question. So we will go with the fourth one. Okay, next question is question number 16, that PCT, descending loop of Henle, ascending loop of Henle, as well as the DCT part. What is the function of them? PCT we knows very well that it is showing the reabsorption. Approx 90% of the reabsorption will takes place into the PCT part. So A4 given only in the one option. Remaining three also we have seen. We should know that DCT is very simple to make it the matching the function of the sodium and the potassium homeostasis, as well as this for all will happen on the basis of the conditions like conditional reabsorption, as we know. Conditional reabsorption, right? Now let's see the descending loop of Henle. Descending loop of Henle was actually permeable for the water, not the salt. Okay, so it would be 3, B3, C2 and D1. Okay, so third option. Now let's see the question number question number 17. It is not the 49. So as the glomerulus filtrate courses the tubule, its composition and the osmotic concentration changes due to the tubular reabsorption. Which of the following is incorrect matching regarding this nephron, the segment of the nephron and the osmotic concentration of the filtrate? Okay, they are asking for the incorrect for the composition and the osmotic concentration. Okay, so let us match it. We know one thing, that the loop of Henle are actually having the hypertonic solution. It is having the hypertonic. Okay, and PCT and DCT, they both are having the isotonic urine. They both are having isotonic urine. Loop of Henle means both ascending and the descending end. Ascending and descending, they both are having the hypertonic. Okay, so let's see this question. They are saying that incorrect, they are asking the incorrect match. PCT, as I told you, isotonic. Okay, descending loop of Henle, hypertonic. Ascending again, hypotonic. First of all, ascending loop of Henle, it will be hypertonic. Firstly, it is incorrect. And Bowman's capsule is absolutely wrong, because they are in the Bowman's capsule, there is no hyper and hypo condition. Absolutely incorrect. Third is also incorrect, but the fourth one is more incorrect in comparison to the third one. But in case if we will go deeply into the ascending loop of Henle, so in the ascending loop of Henle, actually water was more. Based on that, the hypotonic solution also can be, we can call that as a hypotonic. Hyper means the water is going outside, but into the ascending loop of Henle, water was not permeable. From the ascending loop of Henle, ions was going outside. Ions was permeable. So on the basis of that information, we can call the ascending loop of Henle as hypotonic. Okay, as hypotonic, but togetherly we will call the loop of Henle as a hypertonic. Okay, so this would be the fourth option. Incorrect, they are asking, we'll go with the fourth one. Okay, so now let's see question number 18th. That is, given below are the following statement. On an average, 18 to 30 mg of the urea is excreted. Actually, it was not 18 to 30, it was 25 to 30, not 18 to 50. So it is incorrect. Normal level of the urea in the blood range from 25 to 30 is given here, again given in this one, but 100 ml of the blood, per 100 ml of the blood was not there. Per day we have seen 25 to 30 gram of the urea per day, right? And the GFR in a healthy individual, 125 ml per minute. Okay, it was per minute. They are making us confused. And 99% of the filtrate is reabsorbed by the nephric tubule. That is absolutely correct. So only the one is correct. Remaining all three are having the wrong statement because of the few words. Here the day should not be there. Here they have given per 100 ml of the blood, even it should be per day, and the mg should be 25 to 30 gram of the urea we have seen. Okay, so A, B, C all three given in the second option, which is incorrect given. Okay, now the question number 19. Find out the incorrect statement again. ANF will causes the elimination of the sodium into the urine. ANF was atrial natriuretic factor. From the right atrium it is releasing. Right atrium it is releasing, and it will cause the low blood pressure. It is giving the signal for the low blood pressure. Only the right atrium will causing the low blood pressure. If it is causing the low blood pressure, so definitely it will increase the GFR. GFR will increase definitely more. It will not increase the GFR. It will actually decrease the GFR. So low GFR means more secretion, means more elimination of the ions of the water would be there. So that is why it is correct one. In the nephron of one kidney are damaged, new nephron are formed. Is it so? It is not, absolutely incorrect. Stupid options only they have given. So based on that we can say it is the wrong and our answer. Okay, it is, we are not the starfish or the echinodermata that one arm is cutting, then new arm is coming. It's not like that. Surgical removal of one kidney stimulate the hypertrophy of the kidney. Absolutely correct. And human kidney can produce a urine nearly 4 times concentrated than the initial filtrate. This is absolutely NCRT lines. We have seen this into the NCRT lines of this chapter. Okay, so this is also correct. Now the next and the last question is question number 20. Matching ammonotalic, ureotalic, uricotalic and guanotalic. So let us see in which ammonotalic is there. freshwater bony fishes. Bony fishes are ammonitic and cartilaginous fishes would be the ureotelic. Remember this one. Ammonitic, bony fishes, and into the freshwater it would be A. Okay, and cartilaginous would be to the B, and uricotalic means into the spider, and scorpio means they would be on land. Okay, so we'll go with the second. Okay, okay, so acha, guanotalic would be the spider, not acha, I made it mistake. It should be like ureotalic. Urico means reptiles and the birds. Yes, it would be into the reptiles and the birds. So it would be C, and this would be the D. Given into the D would be the 2, and C would be the 1. Yes, in the option number 4. Okay, so I hope these all questions are crystal clear to you. If not there, just comment in the chat box, then ask me. Comment in the chat, in the write in the comment, and then tell me, so I can re-explain the options. And I hope you all enjoyed the session. So let's see, let us meet into the next video. I know okay, that video is little bit long, but it is actually the practice question, so you have to watch it properly. You have to give your time on the videos. Okay,